What's going on, everybody? My name is Will21. Video number 4. This is about plugins. This can get a little bit hairy. Well, not a little bit, a lot of it hairy. This is all going to depend on what version of Craft Bukkit you do download. The download that you do get currently off the website right now, which is May 8th of 2011, it's version 740. That's going to depend on which plugins will work properly with your Bukkit server. So when you go to bukkit.org, on the right hand side you're going to see get plugins. Again, this location can change. If you come to this video like a couple weeks down the line, they could do an update and shift it somewhere else, but right now it's called get plugins. What you're going to do is you're going to click on get plugins. And right here they got a nice nifty search and list of all the plugins you can get for Bukkit. Some of them are outdated, some of them are not. A lot of them will have the version number that it's currently up to the right of what it is. So what you do is you can search for one, say like if you want iChat for custom formatting for text, you can click on it, it'll open up the thread. It will usually say what plugin dependencies there is. So this one's recommended is permissions. Permissions is actually a really good one, which I'll probably make another different tutorial for that one because that can be a little bit crazy. On these pages, we'll have either the direct jar file, which that's the jar file that you need to put into the plugins folder. So since the link is right here, I'm going to download this just as an instance. Save link as. Get your jar file. You want to place it into wherever your server bucket, wherever your server folder is. You're going to go to plugins. You're going to hit save. So now in your server folder, you're going to go to your plugins folder, and then you're going to see the plugin that you downloaded. Now to run it, if your server is currently not running, you can just run your server, and then in the info for the console, you're going to see, in this instance, it's iChat, the version number, and then it's enabled. If a plugin does fail, you're going to see a whole bunch of other JavaScript code in there that it's no way that it'll possibly work. So, but right now it is currently up and running. iChat, to customize it, usually after you run a plugin, if you go into the plugins folder, some of them will actually create a subfolder from the jar file. And then depending on what the plugin is, all of them are different. This one has a config.yml file. Usually you can open this up with Notepad. It might be different because usually the YML files are very case sensitive. Like you cannot tab for spaces. You have to use the actual space bar for spacing, because if anything's incorrect in any of those config files, the plugin will immediately crash and not work. So yeah, and if your server's currently running, if you drop a plugin into your plugins folder again, you go plugins, drop the jar file in, you can go to your console and type in reload, and it'll reload all of the plugins into Bukkit. Again, go to bukkit.org. Said for right now, on the right hand side it says get plugins. You can click there. It's broken down to all different types of categories. So you can do world management, teleportation, general fun, fix, chat related, anti-grieving tools, admin tools, economy, a whole bunch of different stuff. And you can search for your favorite ones. Also, I said for any plugins that you do look for, make sure that it's the correct version for the version of Craft Bukkit that you did download. And then also, when you go into one, make sure when you read the thread, if there's any different way to use it, to download it, to install it. Some of them require other plugins, like iChat recommends using permissions. So the post will tell you exactly what you need. But the core jar file always goes into the plugins folder, and then you dump the jar file right in there. And then when the servers run or you reload it, it'll usually create a subfolder with all the configuration options within there. Further videos, I will go into specific plugins that I use on my server, just to show you what I currently use. That might come in a day or two, depending on how busy I am. But thank you for watching. If this has helped you, make sure you click like and favorite. It does totally help for any of the videos that I do. This is one way to show for your support. The pack is awesome. And always remember to rock on.